Hey folks, and welcome back. I normally don't do banner reaction videos in any capacity. For the most part, if I ever do want to do a reaction for them, I usually just do it on my stream and just talk about everything there, reaction, analysis, all that good stuff. But I was told specifically that I should give this one a watch. Based on the wording, I know this definitely is not anything like a Seasonal Echoes banner, or else, well, I'm pretty sure my orbs would be going down the drain. I think I might know what this is, though, based on something that I've previously said, so I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, let's just get into it and see what we've got in store. Wishing you a happy new year. Oh, fuck. Well, okay.
Beautiful clothing.
Oh, I shouldn't have seen that.
This is what dreams should be.
I mean, this makes sense. They have OCs going into this shit for however long. So it's not a surprise. So, like, wait, no, yeah, it's two of them. So I guess people thought it would have been Peony unless she's a seasonal. This is, oh my god, this is it.
Early, and I gotta wear these fancy things.
Oh boy. I've been waiting for New Year's Valoria since last year, along with somebody very particular, so oh boy. This is a pleasant surprise. I'm very happy. Oh boy.
Let's party.
Cool. Wait, does she have a ooh, okay. Caden as well, alright.
This outfit does a great job of showing off my natural beauty.
Of course it does. Oh boy. And then I think the last one was Plumeria or whatever it was. Oh boy.
How?
Oh, at least they're keeping up that trend of having them around. Oh wait, oh, okay. What? It's a duo.
So pretty, Triandra. Thanks.
Okay. Right, that's
Right
interesting. This is actually a duo though, right? Right. Pawn of the Alphar. That's an interesting weapon name. Okay, sure. And that's what it looks like, really? It feels so basic unless I'm stupid. No, whatever. It's fair game, I guess. But
No choice then.
is this a
Let's go.
dance?
Oh, but oh.
They have the fucking 4-person dance?
warmest
Is that
greetings.
what that is?
got
No
my eye
shot. Do they actually? Oh boy. That's interesting. Huh. There you go. Huh? What? Wait, what do you mean? Oh! I'm not sure how I feel about that part. Okay, so that last part, is it basically saying something that it's along the lines of a double special heroes banner now? It's just that they're grouping them all in together because there's so many now? I don't know how I feel about that. Mostly because, I mean, theoretically, if I did want to pull on this banner, say if I wanted Valoria in that, now I have to deal with possibly getting another. And, I mean, the only experience I have with pulling on this stuff is when I got super lucky. Mind that. Super lucky when I pulled for the dual on the Special Heroes banner. I got like 8 copies of him and only 2 of the Fear. And otherwise, I mean, I got a few other pities here and there, but really, I'm not sure how I feel about this, especially on a regular Special Heroes banner. Especially with the fact that it's not even a spark either. But, I don't know, that's just me. I don't know how I really feel about that, but oh well. Anyways, let's go into the units now. At least see what's going on here. So, first we've got Plumeria. So she's got a first Dream Bow. This is a perf. Effective against flying foes, grants res +3. Grants attack +4 to allies within 3 spaces during combat, and then inflicts -4 attack on any foes within 3 spaces during combat. Honestly, this kind of works, I feel. I mean, this is basically take Veronica's perf and then just have it to be attack. Like, you have the 3 range compared to Elise, who I think only really got 2 for her. And I mean, it's really just attack. But at the same time, I feel like this does work out. Mostly because, I mean, you're giving extra damage to your attacker and a little bit more tankiness from whoever you're going up against. I think this works. It's not too broken or whatever, but it's a solid ability, honestly, I feel. But that's just me. And Sweet Dreams, I mean, isn't this what she had before, her personal dance? So I don't think that's any different. Close Warden, okay, that's new. If Magic Staff or Dragonstone foe initiates combat, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. And disables... Oh, wait, okay. It has... Wow, it has the adaptive damage cancellation. That's cool. And then grants attack res +5 to unit during combat. I don't... Okay, wait, did Distant Ward have adaptive damage? And I honestly don't remember if it did. But if it didn't, then I mean, oh well. But Close Ward having it, I think that's a decent trade-off, honestly. I mean, comparatively to... What was the other one? I forget. It was Close Foil. That's what it was. I mean, you have a lot more weapon types that you have to deal with there, I feel. And even just in general, like, with the distance and that. Like, I feel like you have to deal with a lot more from melee compared to magic. And I mean, you're still handling magic and stats as if it's 2 range and that sort of stuff. That doesn't matter. I think this is more just to make it so that Close Ward isn't completely useless by having adaptive damage built in, because the only thing that you're really attacking, I think, on the 1 range is just Dragon Stones at that rate, because you're not hitting anything else. So I think that makes sense. I think it works out. So, like, in that regard, this just kind of feels like basically distant counter, but meant to handle dragons. So I don't think it's terrible. The use of it can be kind of niche, since I mean dragons have kind of fallen out of favor in some regards, so its usage can vary, I feel, but I think it's still decent, honestly. But that's just me. Otherwise, she has quick riposte, so she's going to be pretty slow, and then attack, defense, Rhine. So, pretty solid kit, I think. Right? Yeah. Cool. Here's the big one. Oh boy, Valoria. I remember last year, when I know a certain somebody, they got really cheesed that Air got chosen over her, and literally commissioned an artist to do his own recreation of New Year's Valoria. Given, I mean, this is completely different, but, you know, I think you know who did it first. So let's see. I mean, she's a blue infantry. Actually, wait, going back to it. Oh, yeah. Flying colorless bow, but I mean, that's obvious. Oh, boy. So, Renewed Fang. Accelerate special trigger, cooldown -1. If unit is within 2 spaces of support partner, inflicts attack and speed -6 on foe, and grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. Ooh, that's actually nice. Grants special cooldown charge +1 per attack to support partners within 2 spaces. Wait, so does that mean... Wait. Like, if you're in combat, does that mean it changes? Or, like, if you're in combat and you attack? Or does that mean for them? Okay, I think what it means is that if you're within 2 spaces of your support partner, both you and your support partner get special cooldown charge +1. Okay, that makes sense. Otherwise, I mean, she has Soul, Distant Counter, Null Follow-Up. Okay, alright, I mean, there you go. That seems pretty solid to me, just for a basic kit. I mean, she didn't have the most interesting kit before, but I mean, given the fact that you have all this, I mean, There you go. I mean, I think it might just be with my bias for Valoria, based on the fact that she's my favorite units from Fates. So, I mean, there you go. And, I mean, she just works, I feel. But, I mean, we'll really see. I mean, the whole thing about giving your support partner and yourself special cooldown charge +1, I mean, it's basically like a Brave Lucina sort of thing, but it's also reciprocal. The same space away is the same at that regard as Brave Lucina, but you're also getting, instead of like the whatever she gives like to global stat string combat, you're inflicting attack and speed on your foe. I don't know if that's the same for your support partner, but it's at least a thing for her. And I think currently in like this metagame, I think that works out because, I mean, speed is basically, you either have a lot of it or you don't have any, and you just work with that. So being able to get her, basically having her have some sort of innate speed debuff like this, I think works out well. And I mean, she is also tanking more, which is nice. So there you go. She's basically just there to make sure that she can do whatever she needs to do by just tanking whatever and just actually getting off both of her attacks no matter what, since I mean she has no follow-up in her kit and DC, so she is basically hitting everything that isn't anything that's like a dazzling staff or whatever. So there you go. And I mean, comparatively to her base version, I mean, you could do this sort of thing with her there, but she's colorless, so I mean, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter, I think. So, but I think the blue coloring specifically here does work out in her favor, but that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, Caden, red cavalry. I don't know how much different it's going to be from his base, so we'll see. Refresh Fang grants speed +3 at start of combat. If foe's HP is above 75%, grants speed +5 to unit. Inflicts -5 speed on foe during combat, and then if unit speed is greater than foe speed, deals damage equal to 70% of the differences between stats. Okay, so this is basically just the whole I'm trying to remember what has this. I think Vassal Blade has this, and Scattered Fangs and Nino has this. I forget the name of that tome, but yeah, that's basically just what he has here, except that he has a check even before that. So that's interesting. I mean, comparatively from the previous Caden, I mean, he was basically like a really interesting support unit in terms of being able to give certain stats and applying them as combat stats as well. But now he's like an actual combat unit here. And based on this, I mean, he has, I guess, an interesting way to deal some true damage. I believe that stuff is true damage, so I mean, there you go. I mean, he has speed +3 in his weapon. The condition is nice. I mean, it's 75 and higher, so it's not just like a foe with at 100 HP. So say, for example, the enemy has a Bernadetta on their team, like the new one. They're not going to get completely screwed over because they're not at 100 HP anymore. So you still get the speed check off and the true damage. So there you go. Otherwise, he has swap. That's whatever. Even speed wave 3. Sure. Gives him more speed and attack defense snag. I'm not sure how potent these snag skills are. Mostly just because they've been seasonal locked. So I haven't really gotten a chance to see what they're like. But I think an attack defense one could definitely work out. Especially for people who don't really have necessarily a good B, but work out by having a debuff on the enemy in attack and defense. So I guess this works out, and I guess him having this makes some sort of sense, as it's not really him like buffing up the allies around him, but I mean, because what it was, didn't he have something where it was like you needed to reposition that sort of stuff or use some sort of assist? I think that's what it was, to get visible buffs that you could use on your allies for his weapon. So I guess this works out. It's not terrible. And then last we have Peony and Triandra. Okay, so let's see. Grants speed +3 Actually, wait, they're... What are they exactly? Okay, green flyer dancer or whatever. Okay. Recipe +3 grants attack +6 to any ally in cardinal directions of unit during that ally's combat. Okay, so, I mean, this is basically what she already has, except for it's just attack +6. So, and I guess there is also the speed +3, so you want to get whatever you can out of them. They're going to be, I think, a little bit more offensive, given the fact, I mean, they have attack speed +4 here as well. So, there you go. Then she has her usual dance, Gentle Dream. You also have Res Cantrip, so if you really want that one, there you go. I mean, we already have the defense one from at 4-star from the Lachesis, if you got that. Otherwise, there are others on premium units. I think attack is on Dorothea. So, and then joint drive attack. So, even if you're not benefiting from that, somebody else is. So, there you go. Now, the duo skill. This is what I was wanting to look at because I didn't fully read it. Grants another action to them. +3 to all stats, and the unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 2 spaces status to adjacent allies with the highest HP for 1 turn. Oh, wait, so... Okay. Okay, so what this is, it's not basing it off of like a 4-person dance. It's just the condition is within everybody who's next to them. So... I think, yeah, so you're giving them an action, you're giving them +3 to their stats, and then an orders buff to whoever has highest HP. I mean, given the fact, I mean, it's just Mirabilis here, who is adjacent. Otherwise, if the others were as well, it would have been Plumeria. But, I mean, for this situation, I mean, you'd rather have it be Mirabilis, so good job by us. Yeah, allies with Sing and Dance can be granted this effect as well. If multiple units meet the conditions, effect will not trigger. Okay, so you're not getting multiple dance or whatever. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it works out. I mean, you're basically... Well, if you set it up to where you can do a tiny bit of a bard train, but, I mean, couldn't you have done this already with the Ninian one? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, you could have. Because the example was that she used that harmonized effect on Nils, so... I mean, this works out. It's a very interesting condition. I mean, I think it would really... I think what it would have for... in terms of like a meta effect, it's like... You're basing it off of whoever has the highest HP in that regard. So, you would probably want that to work on... I mean, well, it doesn't have any sort of like ARD benefit at all since, I mean, they can't use duo skills. But in that regard, if you're running somebody with like high HP... like a dancer in like offense or whatever, I mean, it can work out, especially if you want to avoid like some sort of isolation or whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm just tweaking out, just theory crafting something that doesn't even exist, but you know, I still see this having like some sort of effect. So let's see, what are their stats though? Okay, so basing off of this, I mean, you have 48 minus 14, that's 34, I believe, and then 40 speed based on the fact that they have the +3 from their weapons, 16, 23, and 38. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing on a free unit, but or the Tempest Raw unit, so that's probably in game. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, if you want to pull in the spinner, you do that. I mean, it works out, but I mean, it's just another seasonal banner. I think really mostly the fact that Valoria is here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm not too sure. I mean, I've got plans for what I want to pull eventually, but I mean, Valoria, there you go. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, not much else to really say. I mean, if you want a duo dancer, that I mean, there you go. OC is on a New Year's banner. It's just what happens. It makes sense. Caden, I mean, he's also the 4-star, so give that as you will. It's probably a decent pull at that rate. I mean, it's on red, but it's like whatever. A red beast at that actually, which honestly isn't a bad pull since there aren't too many of those. I mean, there's like Caden and like 1 or 2 others, so there you go. But yeah, anyways, if you did enjoy this video and somehow want to see more of me doing a banner reaction, feel free to drop a like on it, comment, let me know, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, please. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and thanks for watching.